Right down the street from the convention center where San Diegans are gearing up for Comic-Con. Fans have taken to the streets. They're already lining up by the dozens, and it's all just getting started.
And so it begins. Thousands of fans will flood into the convention center starting early Thursday morning.
Guys, it's amazing to think Comic-Con started in a hotel basement back in 1970.
But the modern-day Comic-Con has grown into so much more. The giants of the industry, DC and Marvel, are here, plus Hollywood movie studios, A-list celebrities, toy conglomerates, and tens of thousands of people, all with loads of cash.
The convention has exploded since it started 38 years ago, and that has some asking if San Diego's biggest summer event is getting too big for San Diego.
It's dying. Like, I mean, it's not dying. I mean, it's the biggest it's ever been, but it's not what it used to be, and it's not fun anymore at all.
That's the kind of people who are at Comic-Con, the thinkers, the ones who read J.R.R. Tolkien and got it. Those who could sustain a 6-week game of Dungeons and Dragons, who fell in love with Star Wars, and this is their time to let it howl.
Comic-Con has grown so large the convention center can't hold any more people.
A couple years ago, I think, was the first time that the fire marshals actually said no more people can come in until a certain number of people leave. You've maxed out the capacity of the convention center.
And that's just the thing that sucks about Comic-Con now. It's so hectic and it's so big that it's almost to the point where people aren't having fun anymore, and they're pushing and shoving and yelling at each other for cutting in line.
When I first started going to Comic-Con in 2000, for 4 days, it was $65, right? That was a good deal. If you want to go for the preview night in all 4 days, you're looking at a solid total of $200. This is the highest it's ever been to go to Comic-Con.
In this tutorial, we'll show you how to complete your online Comic-Con 2013 badge purchase. Only those with a Comic-Con member ID and confirmed email address are eligible to purchase a badge. If you did not sign up,
I've been going to Comic-Con since 2002, and back then, 2002, 2003, 2004, like, you could go upstairs. You just go inside the building, you'd walk upstairs, you'd pick up your ticket, you could pick up your ticket on any day. Like, it was never sold out. There were no crowds, you weren't like cattle, you weren't all crushed, smashed in together. You could just walk around.
Fucking madness! It makes it very difficult to really kind of do much of anything on the show floor. People get in line for the collectibles, the swag, the free shit. They wait in line for hours to get it. They want to go see panels. They get there 2, 3, 4 days early, camp out in order to see their favorite Twilight star or whomever, you know, and it becomes this gigantic spectacle that kind of removes the fun of what it's supposed to be.
Humanity. Look how far you've fallen. Lining up in the sweltering heat for hours. The bright lure of freedom diminishes your life's joy in a mad scramble for a place in this chamber. The arena they call Hall H. Say my name.
God!
Say my name!
Jesus!
Say my name!
Son, Jesus, to die on your behalf! If you sow your flesh, you will have your flesh incorruptible. God commands all people everyone to repent. You're born in sin.
We're not protesting, we're preaching. Hey, one more cuss word, and you're going to have to leave San Diego. You got to clean up that mouth, woman. You're going to have to clean up that mouth. Oh, keep digging. You're digging yourself into a ditch. Keep digging.
Lest they also come into this place of torment. And Abraham said to him, they hear them? And the rich man cried out, "No! No, Father Abraham! But if one went to them from the dead, they will repent." And Abraham said to him, "If they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded. The one rose from the dead."
Yeah. Listen here. Don't anybody stab anybody anywhere until I'm done talking.
So Hall H is actually closed. That's why these people are booing. Oh, I guess. What happened?
Some guy got arrested.
For what?
I don't know.
All right, so I'm in line for Hall H for the final time. Gonna go see Thor and Captain America. Supposedly somebody got stabbed in the eye. They delayed the whole thing, and we're still in line. I don't know what exactly happened. From what I've heard, it had something to do with somebody didn't want to switch seats, and they were wearing a Harry Potter shirt. I have no idea. It's bullshit.
But yeah, this is pretty serious, especially for Comic-Con. And nothing like this has ever happened. And they're also handcuffed over there on the ground.
Now, what does this say about Comic-Con? I don't think it says anything other than, well, there is a crowd issue. It's gotten really crowded, and if anything, an incident like this points to the need for more space. Should Comic-Con be in San Diego? I think so, but San Diego's got to make more space for it. It's become too big, and I didn't think anything like this would happen because it's a chill event, but it did happen.
The way Comic-Con has changed is our expenses go up every year, so it costs the smaller guys more and more expense-wise, and we have less and less profit. So as sooner or later, we're all going to drop out. It's just going to be one big Hollywood thing.
And more of my friends who live in San Diego have been traveling to the other Comic-Cons because they happen to like it better than San Diego Comic-Con. They only go to SDCC now because it's tradition, not necessarily because they enjoy it. And people get excited about going because they want to see this big Comic-Con. But I really urge them now to go to smaller ones because the $200 for 5 days is just not worth the price. And take this from a dude with a decade and a half of experience almost.
What's your favorite part of Comic-Con? I'm not lying. This is hands down my favorite moment of Comic-Con. And there were a few moments I actually liked. There was a moment on Thursday I was driving over to the convention center, near the convention center, and there was the sea of humanity coming out, streaming down the road, you know, from the building to either the Marriott or to the Hyatt. And in the midst of this throng of people, there was a woman sitting on a little patch of grass by herself. If she's in this room, it would break my heart. Sitting on this little patch of grass by herself, reading a comic book, man. I was like, that's the fucking San Diego Comic-Con. However, as much as I love that, this to me is always the San Diego Comic-Con. Coming up here and talking to y'all for a while, it's a really, really cool thing.